Hi, welcome to Surviving Motherhood. So today I have sort of a weird question for you. How's your memory? Mine is terrible. Seriously, I forget things all the time. Part of me thinks I'm catching it from all the seniors that I work with all week long, but let's just say I have a really bad memory. And today I was a little encouraged to know that I'm not alone. When I was reading Psalm 106, I just want to read a portion of it to you. Starting in verse 7, it says, "When our fathers were in Egypt, they gave no thought to your miracles. They did not remember your many kindnesses, and they rebelled by the sea, the Red Sea. Yet he saved them for his name's sake, to make his mighty power known. He rebuked the Red Sea, and it dried up. He led them through the depths as through a desert. He saved them from the hand of the foe, from the hand of the enemy. He redeemed them. The waters covered their adversaries. Not one of them survived. Then they believed his promises and sang his praise. But they soon forgot what he had done and did not wait for his counsel. In the desert they gave in to their craving. In the wasteland they put God to the test. So he gave them what they asked for, but sent a wasting disease upon them." Goes on to describe more of how the Israelites forgot about God. And then as we skip to verse 40, it says, "Therefore the Lord was angry with his people and abhorred his inheritance. He handed them over to the nations, and their foes ruled over them. Their enemies oppressed them and subjected them to their power. Many times he delivered them, but they were bent on rebellion, and they wasted away in their sin." If you're familiar with the story of the Israelites, you know they had memory problems. God showed himself faithful to them. He performed miracles. He did amazing things for them. And then they forgot, and they went their own way, and they rebelled, and they disobeyed the things he said. And they just kept forgetting about God. And then they would cry out to him, and he would save them, and they'd say, "Oh, this is great." And they would follow him for a while. But then they'd forget again. They didn't remember how good God had been, and so they turned and went their own way. And when I read about that, when I read the accounts of the Israelites, honestly, I get frustrated. I think, people, what's up? Why can't you obey your God? Why can't you love him and remember what he's done? But then I realize how often I do the same thing. How often God does something amazing in my life, and I praise him, and I'm delighted. And then a little time passes, and another trial comes my way, and all of a sudden I forget how faithful God had been. I forget how he delivered me in the past, and I get all panicky and worry, what's going to happen now? And I cry out to God, and he delivers me. And I remember, oh yeah, God can handle my situation. I don't want to be so forgetful. I want to always remember who God is, what he has done. I want to always trust him in my present moment, to know that he'll be faithful now just like he was back then. But if I keep forgetting, where's that going to leave me? I realize I need to cultivate my memories. I need to be intentional about thinking, about remembering, about praising God for what he has done. Do you? Today I want to encourage you to intentionally think about what God has done. Maybe write it down. Spend time allowing God to remind you who he is, what He has done, to know that you can trust Him. And as you go through this week, I want to encourage you, don't forget to remember. Have a wonderful, Jesus-full day.